grime on your bathroom sink. It can look like pain, like suffering, and sure, why not? Like a living room full of mewing cats. Part 1. 1. 6 months earlier. It was 6 a.m., possibly earlier. Leanne was breastfeeding Hank on her side of the bed, which wasn't just her side of the bed anymore. It was cozy nook and strenuous office. It was where she kept the important pillows, the life-giving pillows. It was where she secreted fluids, milk, blood, and sweat. It was the place she'd spent so much time in the past 4 months that she joked to friends that she'd created a divot in the mattress. And so it was the same this morning. She was fastened, rooted to the spot, even though a bizarre sound pulled her eyes up from her phone. "Fuck," she whispered. Their dog was heaving at the foot of the bed. She nudged James with her elbow. "She's gonna throw up! June, she's gonna throw up!" James sat up abruptly, still half asleep, and just a second too late to relocate their little dog to the hardwood floor in the hallway just outside their room. She'd already vomited all over the duvet cover. But 15 minutes later, Hank was done nursing. James had sopped up the vomit, removed the duvet cover, cleaned up June's furry beard, and crawled back into bed. Leanne placed the baby into the crook of his arm and watched as James sing-songed, "Good morning." And Hank slowly turned his head, found his dad's face, and smiled. A huge, shoulder-shrugging smile. "Who wakes up like that?" Leanne said. She nuzzled her face into her son's neck and gave him a quick succession of kisses. "Not June," James said. "She probably knows we're leaving this morning." They were going to Palm Springs, a 2-hour drive away, for the night, for her friend Regina and her husband Val's anniversary party. "She's so sensitive," Leanne said with faux sympathy. And then, "Are you dropping her off at Wagville, or am I?" She pulled on a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. "I thought we'd do it on our way out." Leanne nodded. "After Hank's nap." "Of course." The way he said it implied a firm awareness of Leanne's ritualistic way of handling the baby's nap, which took place about an hour and a half after he first woke up. She tucked him in on the couch, sat down right beside him, pulled up the Best of Debussy via YouTube, and started in on the day's work session as he dozed. It was something she'd done in the weeks after he was born, when she didn't know she could put him down in the crib and walk away from him, and something that she apparently couldn't keep up for much longer. He wasn't a newborn anymore. She knew she was supposed to celebrate this milestone, but now everyone, mostly her mother and Ophelia, their nanny who came twice a week, talked about getting the baby on a schedule and napping in his crib. And what was celebratory about that? She liked being near him when he slept, liked listening to his breathing change. A slumbering baby at her side was like being pregnant again. She could do what she pleased for the most part and be a mother. "I gotta rest up myself," James said, "so I can maintain consciousness while talking to Val about amateur stair running, or that one guy with the Woody Allen glasses who—" "Woody Allen glasses?" "Yeah, and the curly hair." "Chip?" "I think so." "I don't think those are Woody Allen glasses." "Well, whatever. I don't like talking to him." "He likes you, though," Leanne said, smiling, scooping Hank into her arms. "But why your 4th anniversary?" Leanne had wanted to ask when Regina first told her about the planned party months ago over speakerphone, but she'd held back. Their friendship hadn't typically included questions like that. Questions that emphasized the discrepancies between their lifestyles, like the fact that Regina owned a high-end homeware shop located in West Hollywood, whereas Leanne, at least up until her 8th month of pregnancy, had worked part-time at a similar but different high-end homeware shop, also located in West Hollywood. Both stores catered to an elite